Today's video is going to be how to make this really cool chunky braided cowl. And as you can see, my dog wants to get in on the video. Set it all up and then he decides to go lay down. Anyway, this is a really easy project because it's just 4 strips of half double crochet or single or double crochet just braided together. So if you can do the chain stitch and either a single, a double or a half double crochet, you can make this really cool cowl or neck warmer. So let's see if we can get my little puppy in there too. Here we go. So stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So here are my notes. I did 150 chains with an 8mm hook. The yarn was quite thick as well. And the 150 chains measured 1.5 meters long. I half double crocheted into the second chain and every chain across. When I finished, it was actually 190 centimeters long. So I don't know how that works. It is grown by 40 centimeters. So what we're going to do is make the chain as long as you want it. I do give you the measurements further down the track on the video. My chains were 150 centimeters long. So you keep going until you have it long enough, and then we're going to half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. We don't count the first one. That's 1 and 2. Yarning over, pulling up a loop. Yarning over, pulling through all 3. So we do this all the way across. And like I said, you can work this in single crochet or double crochet, completely up to you. I used half double crochet to make mine. So make your strips. You need to make 4 of them. And then we will show you how to braid them and complete your scarf or neck warmer and cowl. And I used 1 row of half double crochet. You can use 2 if you want to make the strips a lot thicker. So once we have all of our braids done, we need 4 altogether. 4 there, yes. What you're going to do is grab a safety pin or something to attach all the ends together. It's only just to hold them in place while we plait them. And what you do is make sure they're all facing the same way. So that's where we crocheted along. There's the bottom of our chain, that's the top of our stitch. So all the tops of my stitches are on the left. So I'm just making sure they're all facing the same way. And then what you're going to do is just add them to your pin or whichever you decide. I did use a crochet hook and just thread it through the end stitches. That seemed to work too. You could use a knitting needle. It's just to hold them into the place. So now you've all got them laying flat. Make sure they're laying flat. Like so. And then it's time to plait them. So what I did, I've got a big long table here. And I worked it on the table. I tried to do it holding it, but it was a nightmare. And what we are going to do, I'm going to try to show you this the best I can. We are going to braid these 4 strips that we've got here. Now I'm going to try my best to demonstrate this because my hands and my arms keep getting in the way and you can't see what I'm doing. But what we do is we concentrate on our left hand piece. And this one goes over that one, under this one, and over that one. So what we're doing is, we're not doing it tight, we're laying it all flat. It all needs to lay flat. So you're getting your first piece, and always concentrate on your first piece, because this is what, when I say over, under, over, is what you're going to be concentrating on. So your first piece goes over that one. So it goes, sorry, let's see if I can do this. Goes over that one. And as you go, make sure it doesn't get knotted up. So this one, our second one here, is now the one that was our first one. So this one has to go under this one. So it goes under that one. And then this is our first one. And then it goes over that one. So it's going over that one. Now this is going to be a bit painful, but just unwind as you go. Otherwise, you will get to the end and have even bigger nightmare. So now we start again. So making sure they're flat. Your left goes over the right one. This one goes under the next one. And then goes over the next one. So what you're doing as you're going is you're not twisting any of these. So this bit is actually laying flat. You're not pulling this so tight on the corners so that it twists up. You're making sure it lays flat. So like I said, make sure you undo your mess. So now we do this one over, and then it goes under this one, so underneath, and then this one it goes over. Sorry guys. It goes over that one. So as you go, just cut them up next to each other. Don't make them tight. They're just sitting next to each other. So we start again. This one goes over. This is really hard to show you, by the way. Hope you're getting the idea. So it goes under this one. So it goes under that one. And then over this one. So it goes over that one. Now if you find this hard to understand, I actually learnt this from a YouTube video. And the lady was, I think it was a lady, I can't remember. She was plaiting bread. So this is how I learnt this technique. So it's always concentrating on this left hand side. So it goes over. It goes under the next one. And then it goes over that one. So I will put the link in for this video I learnt from. And I hope I'm actually doing it right, but it seems to be working out, so I'll still put that link in anyway. Or any link that you find that you can braid or plait your strands, it's going to work. And you could even use 5, and I think you can use 6 strands as well, depending on how thick and chunky that you want your scarf. So I got to tell you how wide mine are. They are 2.5 or about an inch wide as well. And up here we've got approximately 9 centimetres or 3.5 inches. So keep going, making sure these are laying flat, going over, under, and over. And you'll know if you've done it wrong because watch. I try and go under this one here. See how it's not caught, isn't caught up, and you'll notice it too. So it's, oops, let's take that back. It's like a big octopus, isn't it? So it goes over that one. So it's over, under, over. So just repeat this to get all the way to the end. So when we get to the end, this is where we're going to use another safety pin, but I'm actually going to use my crochet hook. I've put an elastic band on the end. It's just the same one I used to make the project. So just keep braiding them until you get right to the end. And if you've got one that's come up a bit longer, because you haven't braided even, just sort of pull on a couple so that they can all work out right. So now I've got my 4. What I'm doing is just threading my crochet hook through each one. So I don't know if you can actually see this because of all the ends and everything, but I've just got the end of each one pegged on there like I did with my safety pin, and these are all their ends, and we're going to use these to tie or sew our ends together. And you're going to have to excuse that fly that keeps buzzing around in the video. I've tried to get it with fly spray, but it's too quick. So now you could even single crochet across all these and then add the fringe and you've got a scarf, or you can join them together. So what we're going to do now is join our ends together, and you're going to want to make sure that it's not twisted. So basically makes a continuous circle, and then getting a sewing needle, which I don't have on me, you are going to sew each strip to the end of that. Now we might be able to just slip stitch across. I will see what I need to do and then I'll let you know, because I'm doing this video as I go like I do with all my videos. So stay tuned and we'll see what we need to do. So making sure that all these stitches here are tight, you don't want them all loose. I'm taking the first one, this is where my first one is going to go. First stitch I'm going to attach, and I'm just pinning up the other 3. Now taking off your first one from the other side, and this is why we left our threads long. We're going to stitch onto that one. So it's the first one from this side and then the first one from the other side. You're just going to stitch them together, just holding the 2 ends together. And I'm just stitching them. This is really hard to see because it's all the same colour. Hard to see for you guys what I'm doing. I do apologise. So I've just stitched them so they've become one. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to sew all those ends in later. So now what we want to do is grab the second one on both sides. Feels really odd not being on my normal workstation. So that's the second one on that side. Sorry, I just had to re-thread those because they were all coming undone. So this is my second one from this side. So where is he gone? This bit's a bit fiddly, I do agree with you. So just threading. And where is he? There he is. So we're just sewing this one together. Just butting the ends together like that, and then stitching down the end. So you want to do this same thing with the second and third one. And then once all your ends are sewn in, hopefully you can't tell where you did it, where you joined it. Now the trick is to get those stitches nice and tight all the way to the end. So if they are a little bit loose when you take them off your pin or your crochet hook, just braid them, make sure they're nice and tight, and I am actually quietly impressed with that. I did a good job. So, thanks for watching this lesson. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you do subscribe because there will be plenty more tutorials coming up. And we do have a Facebook page, a Ravelry page, or you can email your creations to the email in the boxes below. And until next time, happy crochet. And I forgot to mention that if you're looking for a list of all my videos, go to the link in the box below and it will take you to my blog, and all my videos are on that one page. So thanks for watching guys, see you later.